thank you for coming in today. Did you have a hard time finding a good parking spot? I know that the Hawaii traffic is crazy too, so how was the traffic getting here? Okay, good, good. I just want to say that I really appreciate you coming in. I know that it can be scary, um, you know, changing a way of life that we've been so accustomed to. But I just wanted to relate to you um, the sessions that we had for week 1 and week 2, um, and just to talk about a little bit of what we discussed in those sessions. When it came to discussing your family, you mentioned that your family wanted you to be here, and you also discussed a little bit about just not feeling like yourself, right? And it was because of the use of alcohol that you weren't able to really fully get a grasp on everything that's been going on with your life during those times of stress. In session 2, we discussed how you valued, really spending time with your kids, and how that wasn't really possible for you because of the feelings that you've been dealing with, and how you've been just how you've been feeling lately. And we also discussed work, how work has been affected now by the feelings that you're dealing with. And we discussed a little bit more about you wanting to continue with counseling. And I do thank you for coming back and wanting to continue on this path. Can you tell me a little bit more about what has been happening since the last session? So when you say that there are days that you can manage, what do those days look like? I see. So the days that you are managing, sometimes they can involve alcohol and sometimes they don't involve alcohol, is what you're saying. Okay. 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 Can you tell me a little bit more about family life? So I know we discussed last week about how it was difficult for you to get to a lot of your children's activities, and how you really wanted to get to them and you just weren't able to. Have you been able to get to some of their activities? I see. So it's still been a little bit difficult trying to get to those activities, but you do. Okay. So you do want to get to those activities. Okay. And so you realize that coming to counseling is going to be beneficial for you, and coming up with a treatment plan and working together is going to be beneficial to ensuring that you are able to do the things that you used to do, because you're still mentioning just not feeling like how you used to feel. Okay. So if I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that, how the path that you were going down was not the best path for you. And you're open to change, and you're open to any process that we can get you to go from where you are right now into a more healthier lifestyle. Okay. 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 So I hear you saying too that you value our time together, and you value uh, your family, and you know that it's imperative that you work out a treatment plan. Can you tell me what a treatment plan to you looks like, and what a change in behavior looks like for you? Okay. So being able to just do the things that you used to do without having to depend on the alcohol. Okay, so you're saying that you're afraid. And fear is a natural process because it points us into the direction of knowing that something, um, whether it be drastic or not, is about to happen. When it comes to, doing something different, doing something that we're not used to doing. And you've depended solely on alcohol to cope and to get by with a lot of the things that you've been dealing with. And you haven't really allowed yourself to feel everything that needs to be felt when it comes to the pain of certain things that maybe is a result of why you decided to turn to alcohol. Okay. Can you pinpoint a time when you felt the need to use alcohol? Can you tell me more about that? I see. So it all started when you started to have marital issues. I see. Well, we're definitely going to get you on the right path, and I'm hearing everything that you're saying. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you do value being here. You do value spending time with your kids. You value your spouse. And you value the work that you do, because you mentioned that in other sessions. You also feel like you're unable to do this alone. Well, I'm here to let you know that you're not alone, and we're going to be able to get through any and all things that, hopefully any and all things that you have going on. And I'm here to help you work through this together. Okay? I'll see you next week.